Thank you for staying with us. You're still watching Nile Cruise with Ronald Assas and myself, Mohammed Abdrahim. Time now for a very nice segment. We are hosting some of the nicest young sports champions that we have here in Egypt. They are Jana, Yusuf, and Omar. Karate, tennis, and tennis. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you for joining us. Of course, we understand that tennis is one of the most, of course, I'm talking to you boys. It's a pleasure to have you in our episode. We understand, of course, that tennis is one of the most important games that we play here in Egypt after soccer, of course. The beginning, when did you start? How did you start the game? And why did you choose tennis in particular?
I started 2 years ago. It's just like I watched a tennis match, and then I just fell in love with the sport.
Which match did you watch and you fell in love with?
It was like the 2017 final between Federer and Nadal.
Of course.
Wow. Okay. Did you know about the 15-year-old girl that won the
Beat Venus Williams?
Yes.
Yeah.
Coco Gauff.
and who did she win, Mohammed?
She beat Venus Williams.
She beat Venus.
Yeah, Omar will tell us now.
What's her name? The 15-year-old?
Corey Gauff, or however you pronounce her last name.
How was she capable when she's only 15 years old to win such a superstar?
Well, like they made like this small documentary about her on YouTube. She's been training ever since she was small. Her dad's a tennis coach, so she's destined to be a tennis star. Yeah.
I think Nadal was only 16, Rana, when he also
Yes, 15. I think
yeah,
so. Yes.
won in
Carlos
Grand
Moya.
Slam. Yeah. So, by the way, our guests are national champions, either currently or were before. Jana is you are the current #1 in the under 12 karate championship in Egypt, right, Jana?
Yes.
Talk to us about
All
yourself.
over Egypt, Mohammed? All over Egypt, Jana?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Why karate? Talk to us about yourself. And why did you get into the sport? When did you first get a medal? When did you first feel you were going to be a champion?
My first medal was I have 6 years old.
Wow.
I get a
How old are you now?
12.
12.
Yes. I get the second on the Cairo government championship, and now I get the first on Cairo on Egypt.
Great. And do you find it, how do you prepare for the matches? I mean, karate is a tough sport. I mean, many of maybe your family members or your friends must have told you, why karate, Jana? To go for ballet or for, swimming or
I love
something
karate
else?
because it will help me to make self-defense, and karate teach me a lot of things.
Which member of your family, Jana, pushed you and backed you up to reach the level to be a champion today?
My dad and my mom was this on the way.
Does your dad have any relation with karate, or just he went with you to the clubs and he used to
No,
attend
he
with
went
you?
with me to the club.
So
Yes.
we move on to you, Jana. Jana,
Jana is also
a karate
under
player.
but under 14, also a national champion, and also like Jana Rafat played in international competitions as well. Jana, talk to us about your start with the game.
I start when I have 5 years.
Wow, 5 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And from 2 years, I get on Cairo Governorate Championship the first place. Then now I got the first place on Egyptian Championship. Since I had 10 years till 14 years.
So you're the first in Egypt since you were 10 years till you reached 14 years?
For 4 years, you're
Okay, wow, that's amazing.
unbeatable now in Egypt. Do you girls train together sometimes, or because of the age difference, maybe you
no,
don't?
because of age.
You're friends?
Yeah.
You're friends. That's amazing.
Do you train with boys sometimes?
Yeah.
And which boys do you beat? Like 12-year-old boys, 11-year-old boys? I mean, you tell me. You're 14, so what do you do like with a 12 or 11-year-old boy? Well, it's just training. It's not a competition.
No,
I
just
understand.
training.
Let's move on to Yusuf. Yusuf,
Yes,
you're
how
a
are you?
tennis player, huh?
Yes.
Welcome in our program.
Thank you.
Yusuf, when did you start? At what age? And of course, what is the most important tournaments that you participated in and you won prizes?
Okay, I started when I was 7 years or 8.
You were young.
Yes, I started in دهور التجمع الخامس.
Mm-hmm.
My important
That's New Cairo Atamaya.
yes,
Mm.
my important
Fifth settlement.
tournament was from 1 year. Um, it was in Asyut. Okay, I got there. I got second place,
Wow.
but it was a very exciting trip.
And you were national champion when you were 10 years old, is that correct,
Yes.
Yusuf? And now you're playing in the under 14,
Under 16
under 16,
and
sorry.
under 18.
and under 18
Both,
as
yes.
well. Okay, good.
Amr,
It's challenging.
of course, you know about the history of tennis.
Yes.
The history of tennis in Egypt, although tennis is a very, of course, international game that is played all around the world, but it is not really of public interest here in Egypt.
Yes.
How do you feel when you're on the field playing?
It depends on like the match. Like sometimes you feel nervous, sometimes you go in with confidence, and it depends. It
Okay.
depends on your state of mind.
Do you find a lot of audience that come and watch you play while you're playing matches, different matches?
No, not really. But like here in the league, yes. But when like on tournaments, no, it's mostly parents, and that's it. Not really that much.
Right. I want to ask you, girls and boys, about your heroes in your sport or in any other sport. And Jana Rafat, I want to start with you.
My hero is a girl playing karate. Her name is Saga Awesome.
Okay. Tell us about Sarah.
I don't know a lot, but I know that she's a hero and she plays a lot of world championship, and the last one she get the second place.
And the
on
World Championship.
Yes.
She must be your hero. Jana Khamis.
My hero, his name is Luca Valdesi.
Again, please.
His name is Luca Valdesi.
Okay.
I don't know a lot about same يعني بس but
You watch and learn from him.
yes,
Yeah. So you watch international competitions and you watch.
yeah,
Watching is part of learning, isn't it? Rana?
yeah.
Jana,
Yes, of
sorry.
course.
Rana. Yusuf?
I love Rafael Nadal very much.
Of course. You look
Uh,
like him a little bit, by the way.
He's very good player tennis because he has very good fitness and good training before his matches, like
And
Roger Federer.
God-given talent. That,
Yes.
I mean,
Do you try
incredible
to-
God-given talent.
Yusuf, do you try to copy his tactics when
Yes,
he's playing?
yes.
And you do
In training.
So
Are you a
he's your role
left-hander?
model.
Yes.
Yeah, really.
You're a left-hander?
No, I'm right, but I'm trying to be like him.
So
Okay.
he's your role model.
Yes.
Clay court, after all. Yeah, and in Egypt, it's clay court mainly when it comes to tennis.
Yes.
Omar.
Well, there are like more like 5 or 6, like Federer, Nadal, Djokovic, Murray, and Mohammad Safwat, the Egyptian star that we have, and lots of other legends from before. But who are really idolized are like Federer, Nadal, and Djokovic.
I like your English, Omar.
Ah.
And I
Thank
like your knowledge about tennis as well. So tell me, which stroke do you like in each of those players? Like, I like the backhand with
And
Federer, the forehand with Nadal, the net with Djokovic, and so on.
And Federer, I like his slice, Nadal is forehand, and Djokovic is backhand.
Okay, great.
Yeah, Omar, what do you know more? What do you know that you really like about Safat?
Yeah, so far.
Yes. What do you like very much about him as an Egyptian player, which is supposed to be your role model and your mentor here in Egypt?
Because he's like really humble. He interacts with everyone. He talks with everyone. He can take pictures normally.
He's in the top what, Omar, now?
He is now 170 over the world, which is really
107.
yes. He's the
Okay.
#1 Egyptian.
Yeah, but
like,
that's
on
yeah,
the tour.
it's just 7 places or 8 places to be in the top 100. That's a big
His
achievement.
name is Mohammed Safwan.
Right.
Muhammad Saf.
It's a big
Okay, that's
achievement.
great, and it's a great piece of information actually, Omar. That
And
you
there
gave.
are other players
Uh,
like Karim Ma'moon برضه.
Yeah.
Karim Amoun, and
Yeah.
he's on the top number.
No, his rank isn't really that good, but he's a really good player. I think so,
Yeah.
250, but I'm
He's
not
been there
really
for
sure.
long as well, I think.
Yes,
Yeah.
he was 34 on juniors, like in the ITF.
Omar, how do you coordinate between studying and your school and practicing your job, which practicing your game, of course, playing tennis, which I understand that most of you, when they come to have tennis, water polo, karate, it takes too much of their time and their studies, of course.
Well, once I come back from school, I summarize what I have done in this little booklet, so I don't get crammed and I am able to train. But the problem is we come really late to our home, so I don't get enough sleep, so I'm really drowsy when I wake up. But I'm
And
able
this
to
is
do
all
it.
through all over the year.
Yes.
What other sports did you play, Omar?
When I was small, I played like كرة السرعة. I don't know how to talk. Tell it.
Speedball.
Speedball. Swimming. I played it for 5 years, and like a small portion of it was football. And
Football, of course.
Yes.
So who's going to win the African Cup of Nations, you think?
Algeria or Senegal?
Okay. The mic to Yusuf, please.
Yusuf, who's
Same
gonna win?
questions. What sports did you play? What sports do you still play? And who do you think is going to win the African Cup of Nations?
I was playing swimming when I was 5 years old. I played it for 2 years only, and a small month in football. But I didn't like it very much. I didn't like swimming, but I love football.
So
but
who's
you
going to
hooked,
win?
but you hooked to tennis.
Yes.
Yeah.
A very weird combination.
No,
always
no, no.
come-
Football and tennis, they go together
Yeah,
usually.
really?
Usually good tennis
But you
players, good
prevail in
footballer and
tennis.
vice
Yes.
versa.
Really?
Because of the footwork.
Mm.
Karate as well. So who's
Okay.
going to win?
I think Senegal.
Senegal.
yes,
Okay,
it's
we're gonna come back to
maybe
you with their
Nigeria.
expectations
Jana and
after
Jana,
again.
please.
Jana and Jana.
When I was 6 years, I was playing swimming.
Swimming prepares for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And gymnastics.
Mm.
Um,
That's also a strong base for a
Yeah.
champion, yeah.
What did she say?
Gymnastics.
Gymnastics.
yeah.
Wow.
but I loved karate.
Who's
You're not
gonna
into
win?
football.
No.
Who's gonna win?
Gymnastic.
No, the African Championship.
The African Championship. Or you're not watching?
No, I don't want.
Okay.
Okay.
We move on to Jana.
Jana Rafat.
When I was 7 years old, I played swimming and squash.
Swimming is the common factor.
Yes, I am still on the squash until 2 years ago, but I love karate, so I continue in the karate.
Did you ever play football?
No,
Are you following any of the matches?
no.
Okay,
Your-
so we
your
have Algeria and
expectations.
Senegal, the boys.
What are
there.
you're not expecting? You're not
No,
watching.
I am
Okay.
watching.
One final question, Mohammed, before we wrap up this segment.
I'm really
is-
enjoying this segment. by
Yes,
the
it
way.
is amazing because
Yeah.
they are. Would you need to? I want all of you to answer this question, of course, consecutively. Do you need to play at a young age to be a hero one day, or it's not related? Start playing tennis at 5 years old, at 8 years old, at a young age, or karate at a younger age.
Or can you catch
So
up?
when you grow
Yeah.
up, you become a hero, or it's not relevant, it's not related. Omar.
In tennis, it's better if you start young. It's
Okay.
much better.
So
But you can-
so you need to start playing tennis because we're telling you the viewers to learn from
Yes,
you
and
that they need to play young in order to be heroes one day.
no, but you can also start at 11. Like it's from 11 and like you're younger. But
Okay.
once you reach 13, it's much harder
It's
to
too
learn the
late.
stroke.
But Omar, I'm sorry, Rana,
Mm.
but there's always an exception to the rule.
Yes.
Do you know Ivan Lendl?
Yes.
Good, I like that. He started tennis at the age of 16. Can you believe?
16?
Yeah, there is always an exception to the rule. That's the great Ivan Lendl. Anyway,
Yes.
Yusuf.
Yusuf.
It's very important to start tennis at a young age, cause this tennis love everyone who has been and young.
Okay, so
Like
you
Yeah,
mean to
yeah.
say that it has to,
Yes,
you have to, yeah, you have to be young, you feel it's home and feel
yes,
it's your place, and then from there you become a hero. Jana, quickly, please. In
Uh,
karate,
mm,
you have to start young.
Karate, yes, you have to start young to come better and to get
Okay,
to be
Or
a
go to
Jana.
gymnastics and then be a champion because gymnastics is a very good base.
The karateks have to be young because to know the techniques of the karate.
Okay, Jana Rafat, Jana Khamis, karate players, thank you so much for joining us in this segment. And of course, we have with us Yusuf
Haytham?
Haytham and Omar Mahmoud Shusha. A pleasure to have you with us, tennis players.
You're
We
welcome.
wish you, of course, all the best of luck and
Thank
all the
you.
best of
Good
success.
luck.
And thank you for joining
Good
us.
luck, girls
It
and
was a
boys.
wonderful segment. Dear viewers, stay with us. We have more and don't go away.